What's up, guys? My name is Preston Smiles, and I'm the founder of Kaboom Coaching, a 10-week online step-by-step blueprint to help you create more clarity, confidence, and cash flow in your coaching business. And today, I'm extremely excited to be answering some of these questions from a free Facebook group I have called Grow Your Coaching Business. Now, I'm going to answer the first 9 questions from coaches like yourself who are potentially struggling to turn their coaching practice into a coaching business. So the first question we have comes from a gentleman by the name of Maximilian. What an awesome name. Max wants to know how to close clients without coming off as a snake oil salesman while also helping them commit to their dreams. There's a long and a short answer to this. The short answer to it is by getting out of your own way. The short answer is you close clients by not closing clients. You close clients by being a stand for them in their lives and being willing to go wherever you need to go in order for them to see how they've been hiding out and sabotaging in their lives. When somebody shows up with that much conviction and they have high intention and low attachment, meaning when I show up, right, and I have like a 98% closing rate because I'm not trying to close. I understand that life is long and beautiful and sometimes short and tragic. And if this is the only moment I get with you, then I'm going to serve you with everything that I have. And so, right out the gate, you want to set the container, Max, for this person understanding that it's a two-way street, that it's just as much of a gift to work with you as it is for you to work with them. And so you don't want to go in with this like, please be my client, please, I need the money, I need to pay my bills. If you're in that position, you've already lost and you're not actually there to serve them. And so get out of your own way, decide that you're going to serve them, set the tone right out the gate. We got 30 minutes. This is not a session. And if both of us feel good about working together, at the end, we'll make a way and I'll tell you about some of the packages I have. And if it doesn't feel good, we'll just have a great conversation. You down with that? The person says yes. You say, fantastic. So let's start with, why are we here? Why are we here? Why are we on this call? Why'd you say yes? Right? Now you put them in a position where they have to think about it. The surface level answer is going to be, oh, well, I'm here because I saw your ad. Or I'm here because you said. Nope, that's not why you're here. Tell me why you're here. Because I see a lot of stuff, but I don't get on calls. I don't say yes. I say yes because there's something burning inside of me. And so what you want them to do is go straight to the deepest stuff possible. Now, there's a whole bunch more to this, Max, and we cover it in Kaboom Coaching. So if you decide to jump in, which I hope you do, because we're helping so many coaches go from part-time to full-time, we got you. But that should be good enough for you to really change the game, okay? Awesome. Let's go to question number 2. So question number 2 comes from Jackie. Jackie wants to know how to create lead gen or lead generation without coming off as a network marketer and reaching out to people and saying, we haven't talked in years, but buy my herbs or buy my whatever the case may be. And Jackie, I want to remind you, and this is a really big deal. Whether I talk to somebody every day or I talk to them once every 10 years, if they have something, if they have a golden ticket, if they have something that's going to make my life better, that's going to make my life easier, that's going to help me lose weight, that's going to help me have a better relationship, if they have anything that's going to help me, I don't care if I haven't talked to them in 100 years. All I want from them is to be honest and upfront. So, my suggestion to you would be to instantly message everybody. Say, hey, I don't know if this is you or somebody you know. However, I'm coaching, fill in the blank, men or women on how to lose weight and shine bright again or come back from a terrible divorce or whatever it is. And if you know somebody like that, or if it's you, I'd love to connect and have a discovery call and see if it's a good fit, right? Like instantly, I'm giving them my truth. It's not a bunch of pressure, but I'm letting them know that it exists, right? All of us have seen movies and things where we're like, yo, You gotta see that movie. Well, what's the difference between that and your coaching business and your coaching practice? It's a willingness to go wherever you need to go. In Kaboom, we talk about tweak, test, polish, and the concept of understanding progress over perfection. I think that, and this is just like a little side caveat to all of these questions, I think that a lot of coaches only want to move and only want to do things when it's perfect, when it's right, when they know they're going to win. Winning is relative and subjective, right? I'm winning if I get feedback about something that doesn't work. I'm winning if I run an ad and nobody clicks on it, because that's now feedback for me for what does need to work. And by the way, you don't need ads, you don't need a huge list, and you don't need to be some huge social media influencer in order to be a six-figure coach. You could literally be making $100,000 to $200,000 a year right now in the next 6 months without any of those things. So get that out of your head for sure. Okay? So let's go to number 3. And this comes from Beck. Beck said, how to effectively speak about controversial topics without shaming people. Beck, I want to, first of all, acknowledge you for that question, because it's a big deal. Even being in that conversation, being willing to talk about controversial subjects is what's needed, right? What's needed in our world is people to build bridges and go into the things and talk about the things that nobody else wants to, that everybody's afraid to. And that is really, in so many ways, one of the reasons why my coaching business continues to thrive, because I'm willing to open my heart and allow people to see my journey. I'm willing to have the tough conversations off camera and on camera. I'm willing to, and that's the thing that you and anybody else out there who's a coach who decides that they're going to use social media gets to do. Now, I got bad news and I got really good news. And remember, good and bad is relative and subjective, but the bad news is that you're going to piss some people off. Some people will feel shamed. All you have to do is smile and somebody can feel shamed. We live in a society and a culture where people make up stories about everything. So if you're trying not to offend anybody, you will make no moves. Nothing will happen. You know you're doing something amazing when you start to ruffle feathers. You know you're actually doing your job when you have people critically thinking and maybe even getting upset with you. The advice, the good news is, even though the people who are most offended usually talk the loudest, and some part of our reticular activating system finds the most negative comment and makes that our whole world and everybody's offended by me, the truth is that there's thousands of people, hundreds of people who are watching, who aren't commenting, who are just observing, who in their minds and in their hearts just said, I want to work with her one day. So what you've done in that moment with that controversial subject or topic is you've built a bridge and planted a seed that may not come to fruition in that moment, but it's planted, and now you're watering it. And you being brave enough and transparent enough and vulnerable enough to step forward is the very permission that they were looking for. Rah! Like, let that land. Oh my God, this is so good. Okay, next question. Livy, who I know, said, how to self-promote your gifts without sounding cocky. Ha 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 ha. Livy, and anybody else out there who's struggling with self-promotion and trying to make sure that you don't come off a certain way, it is your duty to also sell the pies. Coaches, and I'm going to use the metaphor that comes from the book, The E-Myth. Is this a metaphor or an analogy? Not sure. Either way, coaches are really good at baking the pies. We like being in there. I'm a coach. I get it. We like being in there and just working with people and like pulling out their shadows and breakthroughs and breakdowns and the whole thing. Where most coaches fall short is their willingness to then sell the pies that they're baking. Now I'm going to jump metaphors and analogies. If a tree falls in the woods and nobody hears it, did it really fall? A lot of you guys are a tree in the damn woods. You're back there and you're freaking baking pies and nobody knows you exist. Your job is to confidently step forward and say, hey, my name is Susie, my name is Jeff, my name is Craig, my name is whatever it is. And I'm a self-empowerment coach. And for the last 8 years, I've been digging deep in my own work and helping other people. And I got something that is a golden ticket for specifically 45-year-old men who struggle with, boom. Like that, I know for me, when I'm choosing a doctor or an editor or anybody I want to work with, if they come in and they're even halfway like, oh yeah, maybe, yeah, I'm kind of good, maybe, and they have that question mark, if they have a ... in how they're showing up on video, in writing, whatever it is, I'm less likely psychologically to choose them because to me they're not confident enough. So don't worry about coming off as a sleaze or whatever the case may be. I'd rather you go too far than do what most of you have been doing, which is this is too far and this is about where you've been playing. I'd rather have you on this side so that we can reel you back in and figure out that sweet spot than for you to do what you've always done. And hear me, one of the principles that I live from, understanding that there's two words that we heard as children so much that it's like enveloped us as a society. And remember, we cannot take our clients where we have never gone. So this be careful, right? We heard be careful so many times as a kid that's how we operate in business. That's how we operate in sports. That's how we operate in relationship. We're being careful. Eggshells. Instead of being careful, I invite you to be dangerous. I invite you to be a weapon for love, a weapon for peace, a weapon for harmony, a weapon for whatever it is that is handwritten on your soul. Because that's what's needed on this planet right now. People are suffering every day. And the longer that you sit on the sidelines and get ready and overthink the whole damn thing, you are robbing people. There are humans right now, at least 100,000 humans right now who can only hear from you. The medicine that you have on your heart, they can only hear from you. I could say it till the cows come home and it wouldn't land for them. But the moment you step forward and you say yes to what is handwritten on your soul, and you get support, you get coaching, you get people to hold you in this space, and then you go out and give your gifts, the moment you do that, they're going to come from the woodworks. Because we serve and live in a universe that is able to make a way out of no way. But it needs your alignment. It needs your danger. We need you on your edge. You can't ask your clients to step to their edge and you haven't been to yours as it pertains to your coaching, practice, and business, which is why we created Kaboom Coaching. All right, let's go to the next question. I believe it is number 5. We got a few more. Kiana said, how to create a methodology. Okay, Kiana, this is going to be a short one. Work with a lot of people. Try things over and over and over again. Get 100 clients. Give them similar assignments and see which one works the most across the board. Get proof of concept. And when you start to notice that, you're like, oh, and when I do it in this particular pattern, phase 1, mindset. Phase 2, heart set. Phase 3, body. Whatever it is. I don't know. I'm making it up as we speak. The point is that you will figure out your methodology when you have worked with enough people. So keep working with people and then ask yourself, keep scanning. What was the biggest breakthrough? Go back and ask the people you've worked with before. What worked? Ask yourself what worked for you, right? If you lost, 100 pounds or 20 kilos or whatever the case may be, what worked for you? What order did it happen in? That's your methodology. Okay, question number 6. Ellie said, how to grow your business from flow, not hustle. How to structure business and life for yourself and biz partner / life partner to take time off when baby comes. Okay, Ellie. As some of you may know, I am married and have 3 children, twins and a beautiful baby boy. My wife and I travel all over the world. We lead workshops, teach seminars, we write books, we have huge social media followings and do all these things, right? We have groups, men's work, the whole thing, right? And I get why you asked us in particular. One, hustle and not flow. Hustle is subjective. Flow is subjective. Sometimes I'm hustling from the flow. But my definition of what hustle is may be different than yours. What I would suggest for you is get with your partner, your life partner or your business partner, and define what success is to you. What kind of life do you actually want to live? Because a lot of people think that they want the $20 million business. You do not want the $20 million business. What you want is to be able to have time to play with your kids, to go on trips, to serve your clients, and to have some space to create more offerings and create passive income, right? That's what a lot of people really want, but we get sold an idea by some of these social media giants that we need to have these $20 million, $10 million businesses, right? And so what I would suggest is define it and then begin to design what that looks like for you. And the most important part of the whole thing is enjoying the journey and not waiting till you get there in order to celebrate and allow yourself to feel good about what you're doing, right? You feel good now for no reason, right? That reasonless joy, that just like I'm here and I'm on purpose and I'm moving forward and I'm falling, I'm failing, I'm doing the whole damn thing, but I'm still here. That is, what's the word? Magnetic. And the universe is one gigantic yes button and it has to match it. So for me, I create boundaries around when I shut down the business thoughts and things of that nature. I allow myself the space to know that I'm in a black belt conversation, right? I'm in a student and master conversation. And a lot of times people are trying to race and hurry up to get somewhere when even when you become a black belt, you don't quit after that. The work doesn't stop, right? We know the old phrase, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. And so that, for me, super important. Number two, dates, dating my wife, having fun, going to concerts, just doing fun stuff, making sure that we still play and we're still normal and we're still human. I surf, listen to some type of audiobook every single day just to fill my cup. I tickle, tackle, and kiss my kids like crazy. I watch sports. I take trips with the boys. I allow myself to be normal. And I think a lot of you guys think that you need to be robots in order to have this amazing life. Well, the life is amazing when you create and do the things that light you up. When you follow your bliss and have that integrated into your practice and into your business, you're winning on all levels. So I hope that supported you. Last two questions, guys. Here we go. Andrea, he said, I find myself with a range of tools, knowledge, and ideas, but lacking commitment or leverage in picking one path or sticking with it. This is so huge. So many people, these are the last two questions, so many coaches have this issue. They are a jack of all trade and a master of none. To you, Andrea, and anybody else out there who is having this experience, I would remind you that life is long and beautiful. All you have to do is choose, decide, and then give yourself 6 to 9 months and say, I'm only going to play in this idea and get this plane off the ground. And when I get this plane off the ground and it's on autopilot and everybody's good, we're on cruise control, then I will open up the doors, pop on my parachute, jump down, and go start another idea or another niche or another whatever you want to call it. So ask yourself, who do you like working with? Who's fun to you? Who's attracted to you? What's their biggest problem? What's their like bleeding neck, like need to be fixed right now problem? And when you answer those questions, now you begin to think and attract them. Now you begin to hunt them. In Kaboom, we have something called the Kaboom hunting method, where we don't wait for clients. We don't get ourselves in alignment and wait. We get ourselves in alignment and we go after them. We hunt them. We knock down doors until people know that we're here. And if/when things go down in their life, we're right here. They can't call on us if they don't know we exist. So don't wait. Okay, last question. I don't know how to say this person's name. However, I'm going to call you Isaiah. She asked the needed steps to create massive and steady income. I'm going to talk about this in a roundabout way and also in a direct way. So the needed steps are: know who you want to serve. You got to start there. Know what their biggest bleeding neck, like need to be fixed like yesterday problems are. Create a offer for those people. Figure out how they think. Interview them. Ask a million questions. Find out, get into their psyche. Get support from people who know what they're doing. And I'm going to stop on this part of the answer for a moment because this is so big. At 33 years old, I had never made more than $60,000 ever in my life. And I know coaches, you guys don't like to talk about money, but we're going to talk about money. At 33, I had been coaching for years. And for years, I could not break that $60,000 mark. And so, I sold everything I had. I moved back in with my mom, and I took the money that I was spending on rent, and I invested in a coach and coaches. And when I tell you, all those years of not being able to break 60,000, that same year, I made 150. The next year, I made 3. The next year, I made 6. The next year, I made $1 million. And I won't stop. I won't stop, and I have coaches now, plural, with an S. I won't stop because I understand the principle. The moment you understand the principle, because success leaves clues. The moment you understand what is happening, how do people get successful? Well, they go and find experts. They find people like me who can help you build a coaching business. You find people. This is what I did. I read every marketing book. I went to every seminar I could, and then I was like, yo, I need somebody right here with me. I need to be in some type of container, accountability. I need somebody to show me. I need somebody to be over my shoulder and say, no, change that, move that, switch that around. That really, over all the other things, will change your whole life, period. This is why I continue to, year after year, hire coaches to support me. Even though I'm a coach, I'm $1 million coach, and I have people supporting me. Why? Because that's how it works. That's the game. I'm telling you. You want to break through? kaboomcoaching.com or something. It doesn't even have to be us. Find somebody who's an expert. Find somebody who knows what they're talking about, who gets it, who's in alignment with the principles and the values that you operate from, who gets the spiritual side but also gets the business and like get shit done side, and work with them. Invest. You want people to invest in you, you invest in you. Awesome, guys. Wow. That was a journey and a beautiful one at that. I just want to start by saying I love you. I appreciate you. If you're a coach out there and you're doing the work, I get it. From my heart to yours, this is not easy work. And I get that you got the call. And when you get the call, you got to step forward and you got to answer it. So I want to acknowledge and honor you. I also want to challenge and call you forward and say that if you know it's time, if you know that you're ready to break through and really take the bull by the horns and really like own and create abundance around your coaching practice and your coaching business, please click the link below. Let's hop on a call, kaboomcoaching.com, and let's see if we're a good fit. Our program is absolutely amazing, and people are getting some of the most amazing results going from part-time to full-time with ease and not having to have a big list or social media or all the things that other people, or webinars, right? These are all beautiful and they're extra. You don't need those to be a six-figure coach, and we would love to. And I'm telling you, accountability, and we're gonna be coming for you, right? It won't be just fluff. This is also tough love and accountability, but I promise you, we will show up. So click the link below. I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you are doing amazing. Blessings and blessings from my heart to yours. I'll see you soon. Mwah!